Comprehension is essential for students to develop academic and lifelong learning skills. At first, when I would prepare students to comprehend a complex text, I would often lean toward being strategy-heavy, isolating the strategy, or front-loading too much of the text, and nothing seemed to work. Then, I was introduced to research by Donna Recht and Lauren Leslie called the Baseball Study. It shows the importance of building knowledge about a subject. In the study, the researchers explored how reading ability and knowledge about a topic, in this case baseball, affected students' reading comprehension. The data showed that when independently reading a text about baseball, students with low reading ability and high knowledge of the topic had the same comprehension success as students with high reading ability and high knowledge. Seeing this data surprised me because I didn't expect students with high and low reading abilities to perform the same based on their knowledge of the topic. It proved how important it is for me to help my students build knowledge about a new or unfamiliar topic, especially if I want them to independently interact with complex text on that topic. Okay, good. So today we are going to, one of the reading focuses we're going to be thinking about is text structures, the way authors organize information. Now we've looked at this before. So the two that we're going to focus on today are cause and effect and sequence. Find sequence in your notes and put your finger on it. Good. As we read today, normally we've been looking for clue words. Right? Remember how we'll read and we'll hear clue words and we'll say, oh, that means it's cause and effect. Today, you know what they've done? Taken our clue words away. So as we read today, we're going to try and see if we can figure out what structure the author is using without them telling us a clue word. Okay? It's going to be a little bit trickier than it normally is. Okay? As Rex said in her research study, for poor readers, the scaffolding allows them to compensate for their generally inefficient recognition of important ideas. When I immerse my students in a topic, they have greater success reading and comprehending texts about that same topic, both now and in the future. This helps bridge the knowledge gap that often happens in students who have not had vast experiences or background knowledge about a subject. How many times have we had students read a text and ask them, "What did that say?" only to be met with blank stares. Since I want my students to construct meaning from a text while reading, I need to support them by putting structures in place to help them remember what they read and understood. Also, I need my students to reflect on their thinking and the connections they make while reading so they stay engaged in the text. Engaged readers are more likely to comprehend what they are reading. As you read today, your goal is to find out cause and effect relationships in the chapter. As you read, you and your partner are going to have some Post-it notes. You're going to use two colors, orange and blue. Orange is cause, blue is effect. As we're reading, we want to notice things while we're reading, not just at the end and go back and try to figure it out. If we hear a cause and effect relationship as we're reading, we're going to mark it with a Post-it note. On your paper, there are 3 spaces for examples. There's 2 on the front and 1 on the back. Your goal is to get at least 2. Remember, we're especially thinking for cause and effect. Why are things happening in our story? One of my favorite ways to assess my students' reading comprehension is with a quick check activity called Because, But, So. In the book, The Writing Revolution, the authors talk about how the use of sentence stems and connecting words can demonstrate understanding of a text in multiple ways. When students complete the same sentence stem with 3 different connecting words, I can determine if the student understood and retained information from the text, was able to navigate the text structures, and if they have mastered the underlying grammar concepts of using conjunctions and complete sentences in their writing. Braxton, can you tell me, when I'm thinking about using the word because as a connecting word, why am I using it? Good. Why would we use the word but as a connecting word? Owen? Good. Remember but, we're on a path and then we go down another path, right? And then so. Why would we use so, Josiah? Yeah, we might tell what happened next. On your paper, you have 3 sentence starters and they all start the exact same way, okay? All right, so you are going to use your text and you are going to try to finish these 3 sentences using information from your text and using your connecting words correctly. This formative assessment also gives me the opportunity to correct any misconceptions they may have about the text. Using this strategy, students have to manipulate the information they gathered in 3 distinct ways to demonstrate comprehension.